Good morning, students. So last class we have discussed about traffic light control system using 8051 microcontroller with 7-segment display. And also I have explained the 4 important phases of traffic flow. It is phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 and phase 4. Okay. So this diagram shows the traffic flow layout of 4-way road. So here the traffic flow can be classified into 4 phases based on this diagram, and each signal consisting of 4 LEDs, red, yellow, green and green left. So here we need to consider only 2 directions, straight and left. Okay. So here the green signal is classified into 2 types, G and G left. G is for permitting vehicle to proceed forward, and GL permitting vehicle to left. Okay. So here I have considered the north as a starting point of this traffic flow. Okay. So this is about your traffic flow, different traffic flow based on your traffic real-time traffic scenario. So phase 1, initially vehicle, that is permitting vehicle from direction A to F and E to B. Here, so in the first phase forward, green signal in A and E permit vehicles to pass through while east and west roads are stopped by red signal. So it's permitting vehicles from north to south and south to north, and the east and west roads are completely blocked. And second, phase 2, permitting the vehicles to pass from G to D and C to H. Okay. So the traffic flow from rest of 2 roads, north and south, stopped by means of red signal. So it's permitting vehicle from east to west and west to east. So this is about your phase 2. Phase 3 is phase 3 and phase 4 are focusing on left direction. So this phase 3 permit traffic flow in the left direction from A to D and E to H, and traffic flow in east and west are stopped by means of red signal. Similarly, in fourth phase, permitting the vehicles from C to F and G to B, here north and south directions are stopped by means of red signal. So in order to implement this, we have to repeat the phases from 1 to 4 to design our traffic system, okay, traffic control system. Okay. So this is about your first phase. So initially vehicle from A to F. So according to this phase, the vehicles are it will permitting the vehicle, that is permit the vehicle from A to F and E to B. Okay, and these 2 directions are completely blocked. Okay, so according to this diagram, so we have to turn on your north green and south green signal. So we have to turn it on, north green and south green, and your WR and ER should be turned off. Your WR and ER should be turned off. So this is the flow. So the first phase, so according to the inverse logic of your LED configuration, common anode configuration, to turn on a particular LED, you have to apply logic low signal. So NG is 0 and SG 0, remaining all LEDs will be turned off. So the data for this first sequence is BB. Okay. So considering red signal, we have to turn off ER and WR, remaining all the LEDs will be turned off. Okay. So data is EE. So next, for changing red to yellow, red signal to yellow signal, the green should be same. Okay, the green should be same for the phase 1 for changing red signal to yellow signal. Here this yellow should be changed from, that is this red should be changed from 0 state to 1, that is 0 to 1, and here this should be turned on. Okay, so here comparing these 2 tables, ER should be 1 and EY is 0. Yellow signal should be enabled here. Similarly, east yellow, west yellow should be enabled, remaining all the LEDs will be turned off. Okay. So this is about your phase 1. Okay. So have you worked out the different phases? That is, can you identify have you identified the values for different phases? Phase 2, 3, 4? So what is the value for phase 2? Please tell me. So what is phase 2? So phase 2 permit the vehicles to pass from G to D. Please look at this diagram. So it is permitting vehicles from west to east, and similarly east to west, and north and south directions are completely stopped. So what is the data for this particular sequence? So what data should be loaded into your ports? Port 0 EE, port 1 BB. So here, to enable this traffic flow, you have to turn on your west green signal, similarly east green signal. To block this north direction, you have to turn on red north signal, similarly south red signal. Okay. Are you able to follow? That's a very important application of 8051. Able to follow, ma? Yes or no? Okay. So what is the answer? EEBB. Okay. So the first port 0 data, NR should be turned on. Okay. Here you have to apply logic 0. So NR is equal to 0. Similarly, south direction should be 0. So we have to turn on red LED of north direction and red LED of south direction. And similarly, to pass the vehicle from east to west and west to east, you have to make this EG is equal to 0. Similarly, west green is 0. Okay. So the value you will be getting EEB0. Okay. And uh, from red to yellow, here NY should be turned on. So changing red signal to yellow signal, so this should be 1 and this should be 0. Similarly, south red should be 1 and yellow should be 0. So this sequence, your yellow south and yellow red should be turned on. Okay. And green signal will remain same. Okay. So the data for north and south red EE and east and west green BB and yellow signal, okay, DD, and similar green is same value BP. Okay, all of you getting this value for phase 2? Okay, what about third phase? So third phase, we are permitting vehicle from A to D and E to H. So that case, okay, your north green left and south green left should be turned on. Okay, please note it down. North green left and south green left should be turned on. So these two roads are completely blocked. So you have to enable red east and red west. So you have to turn on east red, west red. Okay, what is the value? 77 EE. Yes, 77 EE. So here, please look at here. Your north green left is turned on and south green left is turned on. Similarly, to stop the traffic, WR is 0, ER is 0. So the answer is EE. Coming into yellow signal, there is changing red signal to yellow signal. So here, this one, EY is turned on and WY is turned on. Green signal remains same. So this is about your phase 3, okay? Phase 4. So phase 4, permitting vehicle from C to F, okay, and G to B. Please look at this diagram, C to F and G to B. So according to this fourth phase, you have to turn on north red LED and south red LED to block the traffic. And to enable the traffic, you have to turn on east green left, similarly west green left. East green and left green left. So what is the value for phase 4? So what about remaining students? Have you worked out? So have you worked out the 4 different phases of traffic flow? So what is the answer? So only Venkataramani and Bala Meenakshi are replying. What about remaining students? Boys side? Aditya? Aditya? Are you there, Aditya? So have you worked out the traffic flow? So simply attending the class is not at all useful to you. அவ்வளோதான் சொல்லிட்டேன். So what is the answer? Vinith. Okay. So phase 4 EE77. Okay. So here look at north red signal turned off, south red signal turned on. North and south red signal should be turned on to allow permitting vehicle east green left and west green left should be turned on. And changing green to yellow here, this red south is changed into red. The south yellow similarly, and your north red is changed into north. So here EE or DD, EE in. So this is EE, not DD. Please note down the answer. So please note down the answer for all the phases. So while programming this application, you can directly move this 8-bit data to port 0 or port 1, or individually you can enable or disable the port bits. So for phase 1, BB, EE, BB, DD, okay. Phase 2, EE, BB, DD, BB. Phase 3, 77, EE, 77, DD. Phase 4, EE, 77, EE, 77.
Ma'am?
Yes?
Phase 4 la adu DD da ma'am varum.
Oh, DD da varuma. Okay, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. DD. Okay, DD. Please note down the answers, ma'am. So according to your schematic diagram, so here I have used two 7-segment LED in common anode configuration. So the first LED, so it will 7-segment LED will display MSB. So this one is connected to P2 of your microcontroller, and your LSP display 7-segment is connected to port 3, and here I have connected north and south LEDs to port 0, east and west LEDs to port 1. Okay, please note down the algorithm. So in this design, according to your program, red LED will be on for 50 seconds. That is your red and green, okay? And 10 seconds for yellow light, okay? So red and yellow 50 seconds and total green signal time period 60 seconds totally before switching the flow to the next phase, okay? So first you have to initialize the variable for each port pin assignment based on traffic signal connection. So here I have initialized two arrays, array 1 and array 2 for LSB and MSB. So this one is for your LSB. This array is for LSB and this is for your MSB display. So for green signal, so you have to display the time duration from 00 to 60. That is first initially 50, 00 to 50. For yellow signal 00 to 10, that is 10. So total 60 for green. So permitting vehicle from A to F and E to B, that is the first one. So call subroutine to display digits in 7-segment. So this is your first delay routine. So here we have to display 0, first 7-segment 0, and this display should be varied from 1 to 9. So next sequence 1, again 1 to 9 up to 50. So this is the first display routine. So you have to generate the delay for 50 seconds, okay? And next we have to generate phase 1 yellow signal and call the subroutine for displaying count for yellow. For that you have to display 1. So this here, this will be your P2 and P3. So P2 1 and P3 varied from 1 to 9, 0 to 9. So up to 1, 0. So permit the vehicle to pass through from G to D, next phase E to H, and call the delay routine, that is call the subroutine to display digits in 7-segment. Next generate second phase signal and call subroutine for displaying count for yellow. So same steps will be repeated for phase 3 and phase 2. Similarly for other sequences, 2 sequences. So green light in the corresponding direction should glow, followed by the red light, then yellow light. So this is the order. First you have to turn on your green light, and that sequence will be followed by red light, then yellow light, okay? So here I have used individual bits for better understanding. I have assigned variable based on your direction of LED to each port pins. For north red, I have assigned 0.0. Similarly, north yellow 0.1, north green 0.2. Likewise, I have assigned 16 LEDs. So port 0 is for north and south direction, port 1 is for east and west direction. So I have initialized two array for displaying that is numbers in 7 segment. So the first array for generating 50 seconds. So for displaying digits are 1, 2, 9 to 0. Okay. And this array is for displaying 0 to 6. So already you were aware of this 7 segment codes. So 06 means 1, 5B means 1, 2. Similarly, likewise, 6F means 9, 3F means 0. So here it starts with 0 and ends with 6. Okay. So first direction, first phase, please look at this. Here NG is turned on and SG is turned on. Remaining all the LEDs are turned off. And red signal here, east red is turned on, west red is turned on. So you have to assign the values based on your phase. So first phase, the value is, so what is the value for first phase? BBEE. Here I have defined individual bits. Next, I am calling out subroutine to display the digits in 7 segment. Please look at the routine here, count 1. So count 1, first it starts with 0, that is P2 starts with 0, and this for loop is for displaying the numbers from 1 to 9. So 9 numbers are displayed by using this for loop, and outer loop is for changing your MSB. That is 0 to 5. So this routine is used to display the time signal on your 7 segment, that is 50 seconds, 50, okay. So after that, I am assigning first phase yellow signal, and I will call count to subroutine for displaying the counts from 1 to 9, 10 seconds, okay. This is the count 2. So first initially P2 was assigned with 0, and this loop is used to display the values from 1 to 9. So this will generate 10-second delay, okay. So first you assign your first phase forward green and red signal, green and red signal, call out subroutine to display the digits from 00 to 50. Next, first phase yellow signal and call out the subroutine for displaying 0 to 10, okay. And next, this is for phase 2. Same logic will be used for next second phase. So this is for red signal, red and green, and count 1 will be called, and next second phase yellow signal, count 2 subroutine will be called. Likewise for third phase and fourth phase. So simple logic, you have to identify the values, and you have to load the values into appropriate ports, and in between you have to call your subroutine for displaying the numbers on 7 segment. So any doubts? So after writing each value into your port, you have to call some amount of delay. So this delay will generate some time delay to visualize your data on 7 segment. Any doubts regarding your program? So you have to assign the value to the individual ports. So already you are aware of 7 segment display. So get the characters from the array and move the characters to the display based on your time generation, time signal. So red light will be on for 50 seconds and 10 seconds for yellow light, and green will be on for 60 seconds. So based on that timing signal, time signal, I have programmed this particular application. South green and north green LEDs are turned on, and east and west directions are stopped by red. So this phase will stay on for 50 seconds. So first LSB, that is MSB, remains same. I'm changing the value of LSB from 0 to 9. After reaching that, MSB is changed and this value will be changed from 1 to 9. So you can see here, the red is changed into yellow. That is red signal to yellow signal for 10 seconds. So your green will stay for 60 seconds totally. Here north and south, second phase, north and south are completely blocked, and east and west roads are enabled by a green signal. So this will be repeated for 4 sequences, phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. Is that clear? Is that clear? Any other doubts? Any other doubts regarding the traffic light control system? So for understand this application, you must familiar with 7-segment display. So shall we move on to the next topic, LCD display? So LCD is a very commonly used output device to display characters. So the LCD displays the character corresponding to the data received on its IO port. So something related to your IO port programming. So the data lines of LEDs are connected to the IO port of your 8051. Okay. So mainly here the thing is, this is your 8-bit data line. So this is connected to your ports of your 8051. But the thing is, it will accept only ASCII value of character. So it treats the data as the ASCII value of the character to be displayed. Okay. So in recent years, the LCD is finding widespread device that is finding widespread use replacing LEDs. Okay. So there are many drawbacks while using LEDs. That is, LCD is cost effective comparing to your LED, and also it has the capability to display numbers, characters and graphics. But LED case, we can either turn it on or turn it off. Okay. And also the third important feature is we can include refreshing feature, that is incorporation of refreshing controller into LCD. So thereby relieving the CPU of the task of refreshing LED. So that feature is not available in your LED case, and the programming is very easy compared to your LED. So the character and graphic programming is very easy while comparing to your LED programming. So here, so this is the pin details of your LCD. So there are totally 16 pins. The first pin is, that is first pin will be ground, and second pin will be power supply, and third pin is used to set contrast of your LCD. Okay, and fourth, fifth and sixth are very important pins. So first one is the register select, and second one is the read write, and third one is the enable. I will explain one by one. Actually, here the important thing is LED may be programmed either 8-bit mode or 4-bit mode. So in 8-bit mode, data or commands are sent to LCD via 8 pins. So we have 8 data output pins. These pins are connected to your 8051 in 8-bit mode. So in case of 4-bit mode, only we connect upper 4 bits of LCD with microcontroller. Okay, so most of the application we are using this 8-bit mode. So it can be programmed either in 8-bit mode and 4-bit mode. 8-bit mode means the data and commands are sent to LCD via 8 pins from D0 to D7. While in 4-bit mode, we connect only upper 4 bits, that is D4 to D7. Upper 4 bits of LCD with microcontroller. Okay, so most of our application we are using this 8-bit mode. Okay, so we will see about the pin description. So here the first pin ground, second pin power supply, and third pin is power supply to control contrast of LCD, and fourth pin is the RS, register select. So we have 2 registers involved in your LCD programming. One is command register, another one is the data register. So when RS is equal to 0 means the command register will be selected. Otherwise, data register will be selected. Please note it down. It's a very important pins, control pins involved in LCD. So according to your LCD architecture, we have 2 registers. One is the command register, other one is the data register. So register selection can be done by using this RS pin. That is, RS is equal to 0 means the command register will be selected, otherwise data register will be selected. And next, read bar, write bar. So this input signal allows the user to write the information to the LCD or read the information from it. Okay, when read bar, write bar is equal to 0 means it will perform write operation, otherwise read operation. Okay, and third pin is a very important pin, that is the enable pin. So it is used by the LCD to latch information presented to its data pins. Okay, whatever data available on this data line, that should be latched into LCD, that should be displayed on the LCD based on enable signal. Okay, so for that we have to apply high to low pulse on this particular pin, enable pin, to latch the data present at the data pins. Okay, so remaining pins will represent your data IO. It can accept either input or output. Okay, so totally we have 14 pins. Okay, so this 8-bit data pins are used to send information to the LED or read the content of LED internal register. And also there are some instruction command codes that can be sent to the LCD to clear the display or force the cursor to the home position or blink the cursor. So see, these are some of the head codes or command codes. So to enable this particular operation, we have to send this 8-bit data to your control register, that is command register. We have to latch this particular 8-bit data to command register. Suppose I am sending 0, 1 to your command register, the display will be cleared. So it will perform some function. So each code is associated with specific function. When we are sending this data to the command register, based on the command word, your microcontroller, that is your LCD, will perform particular operation. So 1 is for clear display screen. 2 is for return home. Okay. 4th, decrement cursor. That is shift cursor to left, and this is shift cursor to right, and shift display right. So the displaying the character on the right direction, and this is left direction. And 8 is display off, cursor off. A, B, A, C, E, F, similar to that, off, cursor on, display on, cursor off, display on, cursor blinking, display on, cursor blinking. And 10, 14, 18, something related to your cursor position, left and right direction. And 80 is very important. 80, C0 and 38. These three are very important. So it will force the cursor to start, begin at first line. Similarly, force cursor to begin to second line. And 38, 2 lines, we can access 2 lines, that is we can access 16 characters each line, and it will create 5 cross 7 matrix. So that's all about your command codes. So while programming LCD, these command codes are necessary to implement certain functions on, that is to incorporate certain functions on LCD display. Okay. So here the important thing is displaying the character on LCD. So your LCD display can accept only ASCII value. Okay. So this is the ASCII table. Okay. Suppose the ASCII value is 0. That is character is 0. Okay. For that case, your decimal value 48 and hexadecimal value is 30. Okay. Suppose if you want to display 1, 2, 3 means you have to separate this 3 digits. So if you want to display this 1, 2, 3 on LCD, so you have to separate, unpack the data 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. So convert this value, hexadecimal or decimal value, into ASCII. In case of decimal, you have to add 48. So to display 1, we have to send 49 to LCD. Similarly, for 0, 2, you have to add 48. So you have to send 50 to LCD. Similarly, here 48, 51. This is for decimal value. Suppose if the number is a hexadecimal value, you have to add 30 with each digits. (31), 32, 33. Okay. So here, please look at 31, 1, 30, 50, 32, 2, 33, 3. Similarly, 49, sorry, 49, 50 and 51. 49, please look at here, decimal, the value is 1. 50, the value is 2. 51, the value is 3. In this way, we have to convert your decimal numbers or hexadecimal numbers into ASCII. If the number is a decimal number, you have to add the digit with 48. Otherwise, if the number is a hexadecimal, you have to add 30 with your hexadecimal number. So look at this example. Here 29. So this is the packed BCD. You have to separate this packed BCD into unpacked. So separate the digit 0 to 09. So to convert this value into ASCII, you have to add 30 with 2 hexadecimal value. So you will be getting 32, 39. So here look at the table. Here 32, you will have 2. Okay. 39, you will have 9. So in this way, we have to separate the data. After separating, convert that value into ASCII code. After the conversion, that data should be latched into the LCD display. Okay. Suppose if the value is 65 is given, so what is the value to be displayed on LCD? 65. Decimal value, 65 means decimal value. So the character A will be displayed. Okay. So if the value is 49 is given, 1 will be displayed. Similarly, 70 is given, F will be displayed. So at many instances, it is required to display 3-digit number on the LCD. So for that, we have to separate the numbers individually, and each number should be converted into ASCII. Okay, so the data port of the LCD is loaded with the number 123 means the character corresponding to it will be displayed. Okay. Can you understand the conversion process? You have to convert the either hexadecimal or decimal data into ASCII. So if the number is hexadecimal, you have to add 30 with that number, otherwise 48 with that number. So that is the concept. Any doubts? Any doubts, ma'am? So program outline for LCD. First, I will explain the main program. So first, we have to assign variable for P2. So your P2 is connected to the data lines of LCD. So you have to define one function for P2, okay? And next, assign variable for register select, because you are, according to the design, RS is connected to P1 3.0, RW is connected to P3.1, and EN is connected to 3.6. So you have to assign variables for 3.0, 3.1, and 3.3. So this is about your declaration part. So here I am going to add 2 ports content, that is P0. So this problem already we have discussed in our lab. I'm adding the content of P0 and P2, and the sum should be displayed on LCD. So that is the problem statement. So you have to configure P0 and P1 as input port. Okay. So move FF to P0 and P1. Okay. And inside while we have to initialize 2 important functions. One is the data function, other one is the command function. So this data function will accept the data to be displayed on LCD, and similarly this command function will accept command words supplied by the microcontroller, okay, which will accept the command words supplied by the microcontroller. So we have 4 command words here: 38, 0E, 06, and 81. So first, here in main function, P0, P1 configured as input port. Okay. Inside while, just we are calling some specific hex codes through the commands. Okay. Command function, that is 38, 0E, 06, and 81 in command mode. Okay. So these initial commands we need to send in LCD so that our LCD is prepared to receive any data. Okay. So these 4 steps are mandatory to display character on LCD. So here the first command is 38. So this command is for setting our LCD in 8-bit mode. Please note it down. This is very important. Since we are connecting 8 data lines to P2, so we have to configure your LCD in 8-bit mode. So this command is for setting our LCD in 8-bit mode and generate 5x7 matrix. Okay. Our next command is 0E. It is used to turn on the display and blink the cursor. Turn on the display and blink the cursor. And 06 is for, that is, it is used to set LCD in entry mode. This is very important. Entry mode. Otherwise, your LCD won't be receive any character. So you have to set your LCD in entry mode. And 81 is used to set cursor to blink at line 1 and position 1. Okay. So this is about your command function. We have to send the command words from main function to command function. So we have to write two different functions. One is command function, another one is the data function. So inside my main function, I am passing this value to your command function to enable your LCD display operation. Okay. So third is about LCD data. Okay. So the third function is the data calling function. So I will explain that later, data calling function. First, we will complete this command calling function. So coming into command calling function, first you have to define your data pins. So P2 was assigned with LCD underscore data underscore pin. Okay. From the main, I am passing the value 1 by 1 to this data pin. You have to give LCD underscore command in bracket 38 and call this function. So your 38 is passed from main to this particular subroutine, and that value is returned into your P2. Next, to enable the operation, LCD display operation, you have to apply high to low pulse. So EN is equal to 1. And here your register selection is the command register. So RS should be 0. Command register. Suppose when RS is equal to 1 means your data register will be selected, and this perform write operation, write or read. When RD is equal to 1 means write operation. RW is equal to 0 means write operation. So the command is sent from main to your P2 of your microcontroller and call delay and make this enable pin 0. So this is the first step. First you have to assign the port 2 and port 1 as an input port, and inside while you have to send the command words to the command function, that is 38. You have to send 38, 0E, 06 and 81. Okay. So next about data function. Suppose I am giving input to P0 and P1. The sum of P0 and P1 will be held by this variable sum. Suppose your P0 is 0 and P1 is FF. So what is the sum? Your sum is going to be 255 or FF. Either you can assume this number is a hexadecimal number or decimal number. Okay. So similar to your 7-segment display, you have to convert this number. That is, you have to separate this number individually. You have to separate 5 first, again 5 first, and next 2. So for that, I am taking modulus 255, modulus of 10. So the 5 will be separated. And next, again, I am dividing this number by 10. 25 will be your quotient. I am taking this 25 for the next iteration, and 25 modulus of 10 is 5. So first step, your LSB will be generated. That is the last digit. Mid digit will be separated. And again, I am dividing I by 10, 2. Okay. So this 2 was taken for the next iteration. So 2 modulus of 10 is 2. Now I am having the digits separately, 2, 5, 5. So according to your LCD programming logic, you have to convert this individual number into ASCII character. For that, I have to add 48 with each bits. So 2 with 48, 2 is added with 48, 5 is added with 48. Similarly, again 5 is added with 48, and this data should be sent to your LCD in order to display 255. Is that clear? So can you understand the conversion? Decimal to I have explained decimal to ASCII conversion. Suppose if the number is a hexadecimal number, instead of 255, you can give FF. So here you will be getting, instead of 25, you will be getting 19. Same operations. 19 divided by the modulus 10, you will be getting 5. So first function will be the command function. Next function will be the data function. Command function we have to set, that is, we have to set the LCD in display mode. We have to send some command hex codes to command function. And next one is the data function. Here we have to convert your input into ASCII value. Any doubts? Any doubts, ma'am? Any doubts, students? So this is the entire program structure of your LCD. So configure P0, P1 as input port for accepting inputs from user. And in command function, I am passing 38, 0E, in between some delay, 06 and 81. And next I am calling this data function. So during the execution of this instruction, your program control goes here and execute all these instructions to latch the control command word into P2. So here this LCD data pin is nothing but P2. Because all the data lines of LCD are connected to port 2. Okay. Suppose data function is called. Okay. So this is your data function. So this function is used to send data on LCD. Okay. So here I am going to add 2 ports value and some will hold the addition of P0 and P1. Okay. So this while is for separating your bits. Suppose if the number is 255, it is divided into 2, 5, 5 and number of 2 hold this value and number of 1 will hold this value and number of 0 hold this. Is that clear? So number of 0 after performing this particular operation, that is modulus of 10 and modulus divided by 10, you will be getting that is the number of 0 holds 5, number of 1 holds 5 and after separating this value, we have to add 48 with the number of 0, number of 1 and number of 2. So after that, you make RW 0 in order to perform write operation. Here register selection is going to be 1 because we are sending data to LCD. So data register is selected and enable 1 and enable 0 to enable your display operation. So for that, we need to apply high to low pulse, 1 to 0 with some delay. So this is about your data function. So here for calculation, you can use either decimal value or hexadecimal. While programming your embedded C code, your Keil Microvision will perform only hexadecimal operation. Okay. For understanding, you can use decimal for converting, that is separating, that is unpacking your decimal numbers. Okay. So the operation will be same for both decimal and hexadecimal. Any doubts? Okay. So here 3 control signals, register select, register write and enable. So the pins assigned P3.0, 3.1 and 3.6. Okay. And I have defined this P2 into LCD data pin variable. Okay, so this is the one of the syntax for assigning a complete port into variable. Okay, so for P2, the variable used here is LCD underscore data underscore pin. Okay, so coming into the main program, just go through the steps given here, instructions given here. First, P0 is loaded with FF, P1 is loaded with FF, and continuously sending some hex codes, control commands to command function. Okay, 38, 0E, 06, and 81. Okay. Here you can see this is your LCD command function. So whatever the value is passed from main function, that will be returned into LCD data pin. And EN is equal to 1. Your command register is selected. Write operation is enabled. And after that, enable is equal to 0 to generate high to low pulse. Okay. So next, coming into the data function, I'm passing a 0 value from main. And here we have some calculation based on our application. We have to add P0 and P1. The sum will be held by some variable. And this loop is for separating, that is unpacking your numbers. And this loop is for converting your number into ASCII. So after converting, this value is given to your LCD data pin. So LCD data pin is nothing but your P2. So this is the Proteus schematic diagram of LCD. So here I have connected 8 logic states to port P1 and 8 logic states to P0. I'm going to add the content of P0 and P1. So here look at the connections of LCD. So this is your ground line and VCC. So this pin is ignored. Okay. And RS is connected to P3.0 and RW is connected to 3.1 and enable is connected to 3.6 and 8 data pins are connected to your port 2. Okay. So let's execute this. So P0 value is FF and P1 value is 0. So the answer 255 is displayed on LCD. Suppose I'm changing the value here. So based on the input, it will be changed. So FF plus FF. So the answer is 510. So in this way, we can interface LCD instead of your 7-segment LEDs. Okay. So you can also include some messages. That is like P0 plus P1 is equal to, sum is equal to. So for that, you have to include string function. Okay. So that's all about your LCD display. Any doubts?